Hi, I'm Amber. Out of the 13 rules that expire that teachers tend to give their students, I chose to look at number 2 specifically, and this states to use keywords to solve word problems. So basically what this problem or this rule is saying is that the teacher wants the student to look within the word problem for keywords that will help them pick out the correct operation needed to solve the problem. And typically these are the words that they will give you as keywords to look for in a problem. Some examples for addition are add, altogether, in all, increase by. For subtraction, you might have decrease by, remain, take away, less, fewer, less than. For multiplication, you could have double, multiplied by, product of. And for division, you could have divided by, each group has, split equally, separated, or quotients of. Those are just a few examples of some keywords they typically will look at. So the first problem that I have up here, it does work with the rule. And this one says that there are 6 birds in a nest. If 4 of them flew away for the winter, how many birds were left in the nest? So some of the keywords the student might look for are they flew away, meaning they left, and then they could also see how many birds were left. That tells them to do subtraction, which in this case does work. So we have 6 birds, 4 of them left, so we take away 4, and that gives us 2. So let's look at it here. There's 6 birds, 4 of them, 3, 4 flew away, and we're left with 2 birds. So for this one, this is an example of when the rule expires or doesn't work. This problem says Kendall left the room 3 times. Hannah left the room 7 times. How many times did they leave the room? If a student looks for keywords, they might see the words left and think, oh, I'm supposed to do subtraction because that's one of our keywords. But at the end, it asks how many times, meaning altogether, how many times total did both of them leave the room. So if we write this out, she left the room 3 times, Hannah left the room 7 times. How many times total tells you to add did they leave the room? And you would get the answer 10. So if we check that, we start at 0, and Kendall left the room 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now, we know that Hannah left the room 7 times, so I'm going to keep counting from 3 and add 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we end at 10. So they left the room a total of 10 times. This can be kind of tricky when you're looking at the keywords because the English language can mean many different things when you say a word. And when word problems become a little more complex, it's a little more difficult to pick out the keywords that go with the certain parts of the problem. So when you're looking at when the rule expires, it would expire in the 3rd grade. And the South Carolina College and Career Ready Math Content Standard that does not work with this rule is 3 ATO 8. And that's the ATO stands for Algebraic Thinking and Operations. And basically what this states is to solve 2-step real word problems using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of whole numbers and having whole number answers. Then it also says you have to represent these word problems using equations with a letter for the unknown quantity.